free kick. Well done, Johnson. Got the kick back to the middle of the ground, and now Shiel took it from Kelly and then charges away via Kennedy with a couple of bounces. On the run back to goal is Lobb and also Reed. It was, but look at Ward with that single-minded determination. Johnson, outstanding, knew what was coming, knew where Shiel was. A stride to 50 and a blast from out there.
Round of the other completed.
Floating Hamp on it, the wrong side of Kolodjasny. He was trapped and coughs it up.
Good defence from the forwards.
It was, but look at Ward with that single-minded determination. Johnson, outstanding, knew what was coming, knew where Shiel was. A stride to 50 and a blast from out there, caresses it home. They're all class when they're up and running like that.
Here's a real arm wrestle so far. Mumford now for Shiel, breaking the lines with him with the pass off to Shiel. He's just hiding in the pocket. His snap, has it got the legs? It might have just got there. The goal will stand. Shiel converting.
Got the agility at ground level.
Shiel hits this with pace, and he broke through all of them. Couple of bounces. He couldn't poke it through the defence. Scully. Campbell into space, allowed Shiel to run on. Mumford to hit out Scully. Shiel. Wilson. Westhoff slipping over. He had him by the fingertips. Here's Shiel again. Has been extremely...
And forwards are setting up.
Shiel push off on Crouch. Now
he is a genius, but today just a little bit off. Probably not unexpected. Smith, we know, is a good finisher. Oh yeah, they've done it again. He's kicked 3 in this quarter.
Bruce and Goldie rotating. Kelly gets it out of there in company with Shiel. That's a good kick to the advantage of the leading Jeremy Cameron. On the up for Dylan Shiel. Kick deep for Lobb.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? Big Mummy became a big daddy during the summer, of course. Shiel. Taranto back to Shiel. Short ball, beautiful possession.
Liam Pickens' eyes, knew where he wanted to go with it, and straight away took the cue and got off and helped.
And then Lingy had a beautiful kick by the same fella to Shiel, and look how they're out.
But simply spilt the mark again. He's taken some strong marks and dropped some easy ones.
Shiel. The 10-minute block, don't they? As the Dogs stretch their lead out to 11 points. Now the Giants have got to come again. Shiel gets it from Ward. And Shiel got a high tackle. It was almost history repeated. He doesn't get the free kick. Shiel's out. And the Giants might be out.
Here they
might be safe.
Barometer for the Saints, marks.
Kennedy was a bit late looking for Stevie Johnson, who went up the middle. Shiel took the mark instead with a great kick around the corner. Lobb to Shiel. Through a bit of track.
That Giants backline is susceptible right now.
So Shiel, let's see how
Davis. Methodical here, Shiel under a little bit of Noon's pressure. A beautiful left foot kick. A little late now. Sideways. Gee, how can Shiel get a run at the goal from there? Have a look at that. No problems.
Shiel. Taranto. De Boer. Back to Shiel. Patton. In. Williams. Shiel. Found a space where there was none. Part of the seas. Couple of bounces. Drives it long. Goal.
If they play that shorter structure as the game wears on.
Williams fed it on. They've got the loose man created. The old 1-2. Shiel strolls inside 50. Very kickable by his standards. And he nails it. To Taranto. Ran into a brick wall. Shiel, Whitfield. Shiel tight ropes the boundary. It's coming back. Jenner. He's only got one-on-ones ahead, but he's got the runner, and it's Shiel. He'll back himself from here, runs to 48, and delivers again.
Well, that's just then disposals been everywhere, Dylan Shiel.
Coming off a 28 possession game last week, he's on track to better that. He's in good form, and here he is for possession 17. And he gains the cover. You've got to hit the short. You kick the long, you're going to get annihilated. Shiel running riot. Out of him, Mumford against Cruiser again. Shiel, clever back paddle. Got it to Williams, one of those All-Australian contenders. who'd be in the side right now if it was picked back to Shiel, who'd also be there to wit on the AFL ladder right now, but you wouldn't know it from the way this game's panning out early. Shiel, Kennedy a 1-2. Chip kick to Steve Johnson. Goal. Not away from the goal. Mumford the double fist, and he got it down to Shiel. Got rid of his man, got it to Scully, burns them off. Hamill missed his target, gets it back again, mops up his own mess to Shiel, and he drills it.
Back into the pocket. Stay pushing and shoving. Taranto waiting down. Shiel just trying to get clear. Himmelberg thought about the snap. Now to Mumford. The ruckman put it on the boot, but it was touched on the way through. Shiel another chance. They're lining up at the moment, the Giants, and they got the first goal of the game. In-goal, second term by GWS, and they look like they're building at the moment. Shiel through the middle. He'll get it back off the 1-2 with Mumford. Looking for options.
He was double teamed on the tackle, and then again by Ward. He's just having to get it and get rid of it quickly, which is what Shiel does here. The 1-2 with Finlayson. Looks to square it up to Haynes, who's been...
Okay, and it's not a season-ending injury. Look at this pressure. Ball ends up in Shield's hands and then takes Murdoch on with a bounce.
Mumford and Smith picked off by Ward to Shiel. Shut down by Duncan, but managed to just arch his back and elude the tackle. Goes in. Mumford under the football. Gathers at the back, couldn't get an effective handball as Core releases to Shiel, who's been dynamic in the opening minutes. Johnson back to Shiel, looks up, hasn't got a lot to go to, so he feeds it backwards to Kennedy.
Crashing through, trying to get a handball. Reed did well to get it back out to Shiel, who opens it up, lowers the eyes and spots the target. It's Lockie Whitfield, who's got it in the end by Hodge. Now Shiel. Giants inside 50 again. That's lace out to Patton on the boot.
Jones puts on a little dance, but can't get enough on the kick. Kelly rounded it up, and now Shiel tries to drive through.
Green's going to have to run hard.
Hyde going back, Grundy, big collision.
Consistently.
Naismith, Kelly, they'll keep on coming. Ward to Shiel. Takes the initiative with a bounce.
City and the game style isn't there. No.
Down to the last 20 seconds. And they're still giving it their all.
The goal.
Dylan Shiel. Bit of a lucky
tackle of Zach Williams, now picked up in the end by De Boer, gave it to Scully, on to Shiel. Shiel with a penetrating left foot kick to Patton. That was just so... Farewell. Handball to Whitfield. To Shiel, got around one, was able to just centre it, get it to the top of the square. Lob was there. But GWS again end up with it.
Daniel tried to half volley it. Shiel good. He really dug in, didn't he? And he accelerated away. Looks for Patton. It's a good fella.
The situation there. Lob kept the arms free. Allowed him to find De Boer. He gave it and thought about protecting Shiel the moment he gave it.
2 months of footy. Darling in recent years.
Shiel able to get there first. Trying to burst away from the pack. The quick kick forward.
An uncontested hit.
Correct.
And hit it to disadvantage.
Shiel. We'll go again.
Didn't think of it that way.
Another high ball. Trying to get it to Partington. Himmelberg arriving. And doing really well on the second effort was Himmelberg. Deledio. Now to Shiel. West Coast thought they were going to go forward, but the Giants can counter-attack and send it long toward. Attempting to spoil in the first instance. The Giants will go back inside 50 again. Shiel been relatively quiet by his standards, but he can lift his game right here with a great goal from the boundary line. Standing up when the Giants needed him.
He's been fantastic, Core, at various stages.
And now Shiel. He's got some space. Looked like almost a certain goal going the other way for West Coast.
Hearn held the footy a long time. Taranto, the only finals rookie out there, gave it to Shiel. Is this the first goal? Kicks it into the breeze and gets the Giants.
Short, chopped off by Whitfield, so it's good pressure again from the Giants. Shield's got a man free. The Tigers, Wayne Campbell, the football manager, a champion of the Richmond Football Club, Brett Deledio. And I think more importantly, the Giants have got their Kras boot smashed into the kneecap, so that'll be fine. Well, good news. We're a bit worried about the way it looked initially. Here comes Dylan Shiel. Brilliant movement. Took a bounce for heavy traffic and a second.
Brought it to ground. gives his crummers a chance. You don't need to do it perfectly. You've got to provide a contest.
Kelly involved again to Shiel. Got a little bit of time from this contest. So it front and centre to ball, working hard. Look at Green, skillful player. Here's Shiel. Feels to be moving okay. Long ball to the goal square. Patton's worked hard with the footy at the moment. Hopper flicked out by Himmelberg, back onto Shields, able to work his way through. Scully's worked hard.
Canelio, game 100 today. Whitfield, who goes for this one, if not for the AFL suspension, would have played his 100th. Shiel, little shake and bake, does the Beyonce to the left, and goes for home and goals it. Amazing goal.